Whatever happened to the first singer ever to hit #1 with a political protest song? Whatever happened to Barry McGuire following his #1 smash protest of the Vietnam War, Eve of Destruction? We'll find out in just a few minutes.
Casey's Coast to Coast, American Top 40.
This is Casey on AT40 in Hollywood, and now let's find out whatever happened to the first and still the only singer ever to hit #1 with a political protest song. In 1965, as the United States became more entangled in the Vietnam War, a song called Eve of Destruction, pointing out the folly of our involvement, hit #1 on the charts. And the man who sang it? Barry McGuire. He became an instant national celebrity. Until that record, he'd been just another folk singer, a former member of the popular New Christy Minstrels trying to make it as a solo act and not being able to get past the secretaries. Suddenly, Eve of Destruction hits. Everybody wants Barry McGuire. The national magazines, the news media, the record companies, and the television shows. The album Barry followed up with did okay. Hit number 37 on the LP chart. But his follow-up single got nowhere near the top 40. McGuire's spotlight dimmed, sputtered, and went out. Until 4 years later when he joined the Broadway cast of Hair and played one of the lead roles until 1971. Then he came back to L.A. and fell into a lifestyle that was centered on drugs. And that put him into a depression, Barry told us, a depression that had him considering suicide. And it was during one of these lowest points, he said, that Jesus Christ spoke to him and converted Barry to Christianity. He borrowed money to record his first album of religious music. And this year, his album Cosmic Cowboy was nominated for a Grammy. Barry McGuire has become an ordained Christian minister, and he practices his calling on television over the Christian Broadcasting Network. Right now, let's go back to 1965 and hear that landmark song of his, the first political protest song ever to hit #1, Eve of Destruction by Barry McGuire.
The Eastern world, it is exploding.
An American Top 40 Extra from 1965, the first and still the only political protest song ever to hit #1. Barry McGuire's Eve of Destruction, and the countdown continues.
The hits from coast to coast.